Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to In the Moment Sports Cards. My name is James Hummel, better is known as Tops North on Instagram. Welcome to episode 18th for Sunday, May 16th. Again, if you haven't watched this before, or even if you have, I do go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, or approximately so, as long as the family will allow me, which they usually do because it's video game time. Anyway, again, this show is all about Moment Cards, Tops Now, Upper Deck Game Dated, and Panini Instant. Yeah, I have all my episodes that I stream live, and then obviously I post them on my YouTube channel. So even if you haven't seen any of these before, please go back and watch them. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, give me some comments. Let's get started. All right, so show you a few things that I received in the mail this week, and then have a look at this week's cards. Nothing else really too fancy. So first up, let me go back to this here. Did get a Jude Bellingham Tops Now Euro Champions League card. End up buying a 10-pack of these because I was trying for one of the parallels. Unfortunately, did not hit one. I did hit a parallel. I'll show that in a minute. So yeah, did not hit a parallel, but it is a decent looking card. It's a rookie card. I'm going to send some of these off to grade, probably first to HGA because they've got some great turnaround time, and I'm really finding some of their pricing or some of the secondary pricing on HGA cards are doing really well. So get one graded for myself and sell the rest to make some money back. But yeah, nice looking card. I like how there's Holland in the back there too. Anyway, that was the first card. Second card up was Tops Now F1 card number 3, Yuki Tsunoda. They're slowly coming in. Still haven't gotten card 4 or 5, and my second order of card number 1 of Lewis Hamilton, which I'm kind of hoping I got a parallel for. Pray for me. Wish me some good luck. I won't show this card quite yet. I'll come back. There was one other Tops Now card that I did receive. The only other card that I received this week, or a set rather, was a Panini Instant set. And while it's not part of that kind of instant program of, moment type cards, it does fall under the instant banner because it is print to order, and it were these breakaway sets. So it was a 24 card set. I really like the design on these. They're really cool looking. Again, I'm not like a massive basketball collector outside of the Panini Instant, but this was a really cool set, and it similar to Panini Instant, they are numbered. That is not card 1. That is one of. So the print run on that was 5,357, which really is pretty damn good. There were about 5 or 6 rookies in this, probably the biggest being Lamelo. I already sold some extras off, but I do plan on grading some of these. I'm really becoming a big fan of HGA. They do custom labels, and I know some people think it's a gimmick. I actually like it. I think it looks really good. I think they would do some fantastic work on a label for this. So hopefully. Okay, and lastly, Tops Now baseball card. I did end up getting the Fearless Feline, or the Rally Cat. So this was after Bauer's no-hit bid to the Colorado Rockies. Funny card. I like these things. And again, there have been similar cards to this in the past where there was a Rally Squirrel for, Cincinnati, I think, or St. Louis. And there was the Rally Goose from a few years ago in Detroit. But this isn't the card I really want to show off. It's this one. I got a parallel out of 10. Number 7 out of 10. So very happy with that. The only thing I'm not happy with is I don't know if it's hard to see. There is a square printing. I think there's like a printing finishing issue on this card. There's like this square. It's almost like the film is missing on that part of the card. But you know what? Hey, listen, I'm not going to sell it. I'm keeping it in my collection because I'm now parallel chaser. I'm openly admitting it. Yeah. Oh, Brian Palmer, thanks for watching. He's calling me the parallel king. You know it, Brian. I am the parallel king. And HGA labels are a gimmick, but I think it's a good gimmick. I agree, Brian. So just quickly, and again, I might have talked about this before. I don't really want to talk about graded cards too much on my show just because there's a lot going on with it. But if you're familiar with grading comics, and this is the closest thing I have right now. So CGC, sorry. Let me get this. CGC, they are probably the biggest comic book grading company. This is an older, as you can see, it's a Sports Illustrated. And this was, oh, why does it feel like this is coming apart? Anyway, they do comic book grading. And what's interesting about this, and so they are the parent company, or they're owned by the same company that is CSG, which is one of the newer baseball or sports card grading companies. Go into a search on CGC custom labels or special labels. They work with Marvel and DC to put out special labels for certain series of comic books. Like, let's say there's a story arc in Marvel for, I don't know, Spider-Man. What they'll do is they'll create a special label with special artwork on it for that particular comic arc. So it'll include Superman or Spider-Man, or if it's like a Superman arc, they'll include a picture of Superman on it. So it's kind of interesting that, here CGC or CSG for the trading card side, they have a very plain looking label. It's honestly really, really, really plain. If you haven't seen it before, go and have a look at it. Very, very plain. And yet they haven't touched that, special artwork cards, which you think they would, considering, you've got something like the Breakaway set that they would go and do it. No, HGA has kind of beat them to the punch on it. It's like again, like Brian has said, is it a gimmick? Yeah, probably, but they look really good, and people are really, really liking them. So when you go and submit a card for grading with HGA, you have 4 different choices of how you want the label to look. It's not plain white. It'll be it's like a splash color that'll either match the artwork on the card or the team colors, or like a plain looking label, but it still can match the card or the team. And then they will do a custom label where they will do something different. And there's some really interesting looking card labels out there. But yeah, I've already submitted about 4 orders to HGA. They're all sitting down there. Probably won't get them until June and July. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting them back and seeing what they're like. Listen, based on what's happening at PSA, if I can get cards back sooner, and it's fairly cheap, it's like $20 a card, why not? So, okay, enough about grading, onto the cards. So we'll move back to, so that was the mail. Nothing too outside of my parallel. Nothing overly exciting. Okay, so this week in cards. First up, we've got Panini. Not a lot going on in Panini. There were only 5 NBA cards or 6 rather. I didn't show the 6th one. Darn. Some, bigger rookies with, actually there was 3 rookies in the one day of 5 cards that they have: LaMelo, Tyrese, and Killian Hayes. But we are getting down to the end of the season. Playoffs are going to start soon, so I'm sure you'll start to see a heck of a lot more cards. There was one other card, and I should have pulled it up. That was, I can't remember who it was for, but if you can see with the rookie card logo, they had a BR logo, and I was wondering what it was. It was a broken record. So whoever the card was for, they broke a league record for something. But it looks very similar to the rookie card logo. very interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that they did that, and maybe it's the first card that they've done with that broken record logo. So when I get those in, I'll show those off. And then moving on from NBA to UFC. So it looks like this is going to continue to be a series of these artist series posters for leading up to UFC events. So we just had this big event last night. Again, I'm not a UFC fan, so I don't know what happened. But interestingly, they have this cool looking poster artwork, artist series poster. So I did order some as a group buy. I think it's kind of cool. It's a lot nicer than the last card. If you remember, it was the last card kind of looked like a old, 50s, 60s boxing poster. So this one's a little bit different, and I actually like the look of this. So excited to see how this does and how big the print run is. Okay. And Brian's saying, if I wasn't into UFC, that would be an incredible card. You're right, Brian. Like, if I was into UFC, yeah. Again, I'm not a fight fan. I'm not a UFC fan. I kind of like boxing, but it's a cool looking card, and hey, it's Panini Instant, so yeah, of course I'm going to go for it. All right, so moving off for that to Upper Deck Game Dated. Only 3 cards this week. Thankfully, no rookies, so it was pretty easy to get these. Probably the biggest one was for Connor McDavid. No issues this week, thankfully. But again, there weren't really any big rookies this past week. Season's winding down, getting into playoffs, so we'll see how many cards we get per week after the regular season's done. And then moving on to Tops now, and we had 2 cards from last weekend's race in Spain. One that we figured we were going to get, which was Lewis Hamilton getting his 100th pole position career. And this second one was Max Verstappen's 100 starts for Red Bull. So I think the Max Verstappen card was a little bit of a surprise. People kind of figured the Lewis Hamilton card. But here's the thing about this Lewis Hamilton card, and that came up in some conversations. This photo is not from the Spain race. Apparently, this is from Bahrain last year, and I never really looked to confirm it. I meant to go and look on Getty Images, where Topps obtains all of their photos for Topps Now cards. I may have to go and look at that and talk about it later next week. But yeah, a little bit of a controversy that they're not using a photo. And I'm surprised they didn't use the photo of him holding the mini tire, which is kind of representative of that person getting the pole position for that particular race. I'm surprised they didn't get a photo of him holding that. Would have been kind of significant. Yeah, they used an old picture from a previous race. Lazy, maybe a little bit. Even someone thought that the photo for Verstappen was not from the Spanish race either. Again, I couldn't confirm it, but the biggest thing for these 2 cards, parallels. This is going to be another big print run for these 2. We'll definitely know next weekend. Well, we don't even know what the print runs were for the previous 2 cards, but I'm assuming the print runs for these 2 cards will probably get to about 15,000 again. People chasing parallels. Brian's just talking about incredibly young, disappointing that would use an old pick. What are they? 1980s OPG hockey. Yeah, you're so true. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We'll see. Hopefully they don't do something like that again. And then moving off of F1 to soccer, nothing too big. Again, they're winding down some of the seasons. I picked out these 3 for a couple of reasons. One, the flick for the rookie card logo for the Bundesliga, and then this Robert Lewandowski. There were some parallels for this particular card. So I'm sure that will drive up the print run, even though I don't know if he's a really big player. And then I pulled out an MLS card. Reason being is it's got a call-up logo on it. So not a rookie card. So if you're familiar with MLB, anytime a new or a young player comes up from the minors mid-season after that particular date when they can't use the rookie card logo, they use that call-up logo. It's really early in the MLS season. I'm kind of surprised that they just didn't use a rookie card logo for this particular one. No, they used the call-up logo. Where are they calling up for? Do they really have minor leagues in the MLS? Again, I'm not a soccer guy. I'm not a big MLS fan. I don't know if they do. But an interesting card nonetheless. Moving from soccer to MLB, Nothing hugely exciting. There were a couple of autos, which I'll get to on the last page. We did cross card 200, so we got another checklist. A couple of Otani cards. The guy's lighting up here. You know, like he pitched 7 innings, I think 7 shutout innings, and then moved out to the outfield because they wanted to continue to have his bat. They were playing a National League team, so they were able to do that. Yeah, again, this guy is just ridiculously on fire. I need to start selling his rookie year Topps Now cards. I don't know how they're doing, but yeah. Adam Vaughn rookie card, Bobby Dahlback card, and then I like this Jackie Bradley Jr. card. I always like the photos of the amazing plays, robbing a home run. And then Kelenic made his debut this past week. He already hit a home run, so you know, promising rookie. I should have pulled out his Bowman Next card that I have of his. And then finally, the couple of autos again, Kelenic and Vaughn. There was actually 2 Kelenic autos this past week, his debut, and then his first home run. And then Andrew Vaughn, his first career home run in the MLB. And really, that's it for this week. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. That's about it for this week. Hopefully I'll get some more. Things are really slow with the mail coming into Canada right now. I don't know if it's because of COVID and some of our postal outlets are behind because of outbreaks, but hopefully I get more cards in hand to show off. Hopefully I get some more parallels, right? Feline, like that one. Yeah, and that's about it. So again, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment. Again, I post all of these after the fact. Go back and watch some of my old episodes. Let me know what you like to hear, what you like to see. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I'll pull some cards out from my collection and gladly show them off. So that's it. Hat of the day. It is Memorial Day in the U.S., so happy Memorial Day to my American friends. That's my Blue Jay hat for the day. But yeah, have a great week, and we'll see you next week.